All right, Shalom to elect Israel, to the hopeful elect Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native American, West Indian, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Rawchaa. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I just want to do a quick little video concerning Revelations chapter 12, verse 4. It was something that when I was reading it, I didn't mention, and I went back and just bring it across and mention it. You know, when I was talking about this in the previous lesson. So out at one, we'll go down and break that fourth verse down to make sure that because I'm teaching 100% truth. So we want to make sure, and of course I'm just a follower of a Great Millstone. I'm not in Great Millstone. Our desire is to follow in their footsteps and do what the Lord commanded us to do. To teach the 100% truth, which we got from Great Millstone. So this is verse 1, and it says, "And appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars." And that's talking, we're the Lord's woman. That's talking about Israel. "And she, being with child, cried, in birth and pain to be delivered," which means, we're in our captivity. We're trying to, we're in activity, going through trials and tribulations, and we want to be delivered from here, and all across four corners of the earth. "And there appeared another, and behold, a great red dragon," and that red dragon is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Just like when you look up Esau Edom, he came out. The dragon goes back to draconian measures, the harsh laws, severe laws. Having seven heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his heads, which is talking about, the 7 heads and 10 talked about earlier, that, that's all in Revelation 17. And there's, we've done breakdowns about that. Drew the third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. And that's talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Okay, they were the rulership, right? They were in rulership and they were taken down. "And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready for to devour her child as soon as it was born." And now this part right here is talking about when King Herod, it was Yahawashi was born, and the 3 wise, Salakia, it was just the wise men. We don't know how many wise men it was. It just says wise men. So that's another thing about the Christians. I say it was 3 wise men that went to the manger. When you look in the scriptures, it just says wise men. We don't know how many it was. But shortly after that, King Herod was like, "Oh yeah, I want to see the baby too," right? But the Lord told Mary and Joseph to flee into Egypt. Okay, and when that happened, Herod sentenced every firstborn son, okay, to be put to, okay, because he was trying to kill Yahawashi, and they ran into Egypt, for a time being, until that time where King passed, and then he was able to come back, to the land of Israel. So that's and actually it was here, hold on. I'm just pulling it. So this is Matthew chapter 2. And it reads, "And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph, and then arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt. And be thou there until I bring thee, where I will seek the young child to destroy him." See, he's trying to get him. "When he arose, he took the young Yahawashi and his mother by night, and departed into Egypt. And there was until the death of Herod that he fulfilled that which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, "Out of Egypt I called my son." Verse 16. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, see, it doesn't say 3 wise men, it just says the wise, was exceeding wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem. See, they were in Israel, and they fled out of there. They fled out of Bethlehem and all the coasts thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the which he had diligently inquired of the wise men. See? Verse 17, then was fulfilled that was spoken by Jeremy, which is Jeremiah, the prophet, saying, in Ramah was a voice heard, lamentation and weeping in great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, and would not be comforted because they were destroyed. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that small thing up. Shalom, love. I just wanted to bring that up real fast before I into the actual lesson that I'm going to do for the day. And you know, I just wanted to bring that across because that wasn't something that I mentioned when I broke down Revelation chapter 12 the other day. And that's something I wanted to bring up just to make sure, you know, that edification was bring across. So the water for tuning in, Lord willing, it was edifying to you. And I'll be back. Lord willing, we'll be able to get into this, some of these things that are going on. World War III is literally in the headlines right now, and there is a lot of stuff going on. We got Russia flying in the U.S. airspace and everything. It's a lot going. So we're gonna get into that. So Shalom, Wa Baba Ba, the water for tuning in, and I'll be back shortly, Lord willing.